Hello, David Mayhew's class. I put this together just for you guys. I want to clear up some confusion and I want to put you on the path to success. First of all, I want to make sure you know how to get to the library. Go to bigbend.edu. Academics, go to library. For this, we're going to be working specifically through one database. There are others and we can switch it up, but I'm going to show you the one where you can get the most success for this particular project and so many others. Databases A to Z is the library's way of saying it's alphabetized. That's right. A to Z, alphabetized. So it goes from academic, one file, and I think to world catalog in our case. When you go to University of Washington, others, instead of having 134 databases, you may have 500 to 700. So I'm going to show you ProQuest because that's going to be wherever you go. Databases A to Z. Even if you go to Harvard, you're going to have a list like this. So I just want to make sure you know what it is. So I'm going to go to ProQuest. Now you're in statistics. I'm going to log in, which you'll need to do off campus. And give me a sec. Sorry about that. I just changed my password. I wanted you to have that experience with me. Anyway, so when you come to ProQuest, you can do basic and advanced. It comes up with advanced. And I'm just going to do something vague like global warming. You're in statistics, so you're mainly looking for something called a scholarly research article. So when you have traditionally maybe just selected scholarly journals, you may not have realized that's what it said. You're going to have to go to the next step and look to see what the article looks like because you want to be able to compare the figures, the method, and the conclusion. So let's make sure we have those. So I'm going to put in global warming. I'm going to go peer-reviewed. Full text. Now keep in mind, peer-reviewed means peer-reviewed journal, not article. So that's very important to keep in mind. You're still going to have to look at the article to make sure it fits what you need. You need to find 2 articles. So I'm going to go over here and additionally select scholarly journals. You may have never really realized before it says scholarly journal, not scholarly article. So I want to make sure that you know that you are looking at scholarly journal articles that could be anything from my first day at work, a book review, an editorial, a wonderful, easy to read book overview, or something like that. But that's not what you need for this project. You need to be able to find a scholarly research article, quantitative or qualitative, that shows the methodology. And I'm going to go through these. Or we have global warming and diversity. It only has 1 page number. I'm going to skip it right out of hand because it's probably going to need to be 5 pages. Now this looks long enough. State corporate crime under the Bush administration. Let's go in it, but I'm going to think it's going to be either a review article or a history review article and not what we're looking for. But I'm going to show you how to go through. You're looking for the PDF. That's the actual image of the article. It has multiple authors. It has a name that is slightly professional in terms, and we know it's peer reviewed. We see who the people are from. Hey, that's my hometown right there. And my university. We're seeing the sections. We're looking for methodology. And we see, you know what? It's just a history or a type of review article. That's not what you need for statistics. You need something else. All right. We have something trying to link things. That sounds awesome. Let's go to the PDF. It's not available. We see it does have multiple pages. Let's go into it anyway. Let's see what it offers us. We see the full text, global warming, another issue, and it's just an overview article. So we don't need to use that one. Again, you can't just use any article for this statistics piece. Scientists are debating. This is only 1 page. This is only 1 page. Not for me. Beyond global change. Oh, look, an analysis. Oh, feel that? That is a total maybe. Let's give it a look. So we see we have multiple authors. We have a digital object identifier. We have a hard to read title, which is actually a great criteria for a scholarly research article. We see who the authors begin. It does say it's a research article. And let's see if it is. We have an introduction. That's going to be a literary review, review of the literature they did. We see data set and methods, results and discussion, conclusion. Yes, this would be a good article for your statistics piece. Now you need another one. So that took us about 5 articles in to find. Global scale, progressive, impact. This may in fact be a scholarly article. We see it's at least 10 pages. We have multiple authors. Let's give it a look over. Again, looking at the PDF to make sure it has the parts. We have an abstract. We have our authors. We see our authors identified to where they belong. We're looking at the introduction. This is just the things that they ready to come up with it. And we have what? The methods section. And this is where you'll be getting all the parameters, the protocols, what they included and excluded for this particular project. We see results and conclusions. At some point. It's usually above the references. So when you see all of these pieces, specifically the method, the methodology, they give you a thesis about what they're trying to prove, you are in the land of the scholarly research article. Often needed in the sciences, nursing, medicine, and so many other places. So if your topic is a little bit more scientific in parts, you might find that it's going to be easier to find. Other than that, you'll be looking at something that may have qualitative methods, which is open-ended research and all those others. And if you had an article that was quantitative and qualitative, that's a great thing to compare to see how they looked at the 2 different tops. And you're like, how could I do that? Let me show you. And qualitative. And we'll see some different search results coming up any minute now. Global vulnerability. 7 pages. Let's look at not the PDF. It has 50 references. A qualitative definition. Let's look at it. Just because it says it does one thing doesn't mean it's 7 pages. We see it does not have a PDF. But it does have data and methods. So this also could be used in your project. So make sure you look for those articles. If you cannot find those, if you're having a hard time, reach out to me. I'm your librarian. I'm always excited to help you out. And before I pop out of here, I want to make sure you know in ProQuest, which is another reason I'd love for you to use it, it has citations. It says MLA 8th and it has old APA 6, but if you go here, use this, you can copy and correct. Usually this isn't needed, but you can double check with a Writing Center and the MLA guide that they have available to you at all times. Also OWL, the Purdue Writing Center. But often this is pretty close and you just need to copy and correct it. So, and if you need any help with that, the Writing Center would be awesome. Also myself. I would love to help you. So I hope you're really enjoying this project as much as I am. Sometimes I find that's not true, which is sad because research, my friends, is really very exciting. Have a good day.